Welcome back to the online class. Today I am going to take up a new chapter, the singing lesson from prose. Let us now begin with the chapter. The chapter tells us that a singing lesson, as the title goes, a singing lesson is being conducted by a music teacher. As we have different types of classes in our school, in the same way this particular school also had the music class. Most of the students, as you all know, love either the games period or the music period. Here too, in this particular school, which is an all girls school, the teachers, the entire faculty are ladies. The headmistress also is a lady, and the students, that is the girls, are eagerly waiting for the music teacher to arrive to the class and teach them a new chapter about music. So students, let us now come to know about who the music teacher is and what about the students and their eagerness to learn, the headmistress. And the most important thing here, which the poet is telling us, is about the conflict of the human mind, the subconscious level having a conflict with the conscious level, and what happens when there is a conflict of the mind between the subconscious and the conscious level. Catherine Mansfield, the author of this particular story, has very beautifully explained to us with regard to the conflict of the mind of the human being. And this particular conflict is shown to us about what one does in one's personal life, and that personal life is getting involved in the professional life. So there is a clash between personal and professional life. So my dear students, as the title goes, the name of the chapter is the singing lesson, where the most important character, that is the protagonist, is Miss Meadows. Miss Meadows here has a conflict within herself. What is the conflict? That she is disturbed from within with regard to what her fiancé has told her the previous evening. After the evening mass, when both the couple, Miss Meadows and her fiancé Mr. Basil, came out of the church service, Mr. Basil tells Miss Meadows that he does not intend to marry her. They have already been engaged to one another, but now, on second thought, he feels that he is not destined to be the husband of Miss Meadows. So let us see the first point, my dear students. The first point goes like this. Miss Meadows, a music teacher filled with despair, was walking down the corridor to reach the music hall. So that next day, we all know that the teacher is filled with despair, she is filled with sadness. There is a certain problem that is hovering around his mind, and the problem is that she was engaged to a person by the name of Mr. Basil. Mr. Basil had already told her that he is not willing to marry her. Now, what made her sad? There were various reasons that made her sad. The first thing was the age difference. Miss Meadows was 30 years of age and Mr. Basil her would-be husband was 25 years of age. So there was a gap, my dear students, of 5 years between this particular couple. And now Miss Meadows realizes that she has gone past the right age to get married. She should have got married by the age of 20-22, but now she has crossed that age. She is now 30 years old and she is desperate to get married to someone. Finally, he got the right person by the name of Mr. Basil. But Mr. Basil, we feel, as we go through the story, is that he is not a person who has a firm decision. He cannot take firm decision with regard to anything in life. And this was his would-be life partner. He was not able to decide whether to marry Miss Meadows or not to marry. At one time he decided to get married to her and both were engaged to one another. The engagement ceremony had already taken place and within a few weeks they were supposed to get married to one another. And the previous evening we come to know that Basil told Miss Meadows that he is not intending to marry her, and he, saying so, left Miss Meadows and walked away. Now Miss Meadows is thinking to herself about a number of things. Firstly, what made Basil change his decision? What has happened? Was she too rude to Basil? Did she abuse? Did she scold? Or was she very stern with him? She is not able to recollect and find out the real cause of Basil moving away from her. Secondly, the faculty of her school. Just as in most of the schools, there is a conflict between the various faculty members. Here too, in this particular school, Catherine Mansfield tells us that there is a conflict between the music teacher and the science teacher. They are not in good terms with one another. They frown, they grin, smile, indicating that the terms were not at all good. So she was thinking as what to reply to all the faculty members, to the students, because everyone had come to know by now that they were very soon going to get married. Therefore, with this conflict in mind, Miss Meadows enters the school premises the next day. As she walks down the corridor, the author says the corridor was cold. In other words, the author is trying to tell us that as Miss Meadows is cold, so was the corridor. So there is a comparison of the corridor with the mood of Miss Meadows at that particular juncture. Miss Meadows was disturbed from within, and as she was walking down the corridor, she was recollecting all what Basil had told her the previous evening, and she was not able to forget. So therefore, the subconscious mind of Miss Meadows had overpowered her conscious mind as she walked down the corridor to her music class. So we will discuss the next point in the next class. Thank you.